The man never expected that after accidentally turning into a monster, his strength would change so dramatically. Merely brushing against a wall unintentionally made the entire hospital shake as if in an earthquake. Though he didn't understand what was happening to his body, there was no time to dwell on it, as more and more onlookers gathered. He also feared the defense force, tasked with eliminating monsters, would come to erase him. Without hesitation, Jack decided to leave this dangerous place immediately. Ichikawa chose to trust Jack at this critical moment. He knew of a hidden, uninhabited base nearby. In a rush, Jack decided to follow him, but when they both jumped from the window, the height of their leaps was completely different. Just as they began their escape, exactly as they feared, the defense force received the report immediately and was now rushing toward the hospital. By then, the two had already landed, but Ichikawa's mind was in turmoil. What shocked him even more was that Jack's appearance had changed again. He now looked even more monstrous than before. Jack, however, had even less idea what was happening. Suddenly, his small mouth opened, and the next moment, tentacles shot out from within, swiftly capturing a crow in front of him and delivering it into his mouth. Jack had no control over his body. All he knew was that after eating, he returned to his original form, but one wave hadn't settled before the next arose. Jack suddenly felt an irresistible force surge within him again. Fortunately, after these two transformations, his body finally stabilized. They had now reached the secluded spot Ichikawa mentioned. Ahead was the line set up due to earlier monster sightings. Beyond it was an uninhabited zone. Jack was about to follow Ichikawa when he suddenly heard a strange sound. Something seemed to be approaching, but it wasn't the defense force. It was a sound coming from underground. In Jack's mind, he could even visualize the creatures. It was the same type of monster that had nearly killed them both before. Coincidentally, another of its kind appeared right then. Just as Ichikawa was stunned by Jack's newfound ability, the defense force received news of a second monster's appearance. Originally, their squad was assigned to deal with Jack, but after discussion, they decided to split into two teams. Meanwhile, in the ruins nearby, a young girl was crying helplessly. It turned out that after the monster appeared earlier, her mother had shielded her and was now trapped under a fallen cabinet. Not only was she unable to move it, but worse, the monster had noticed them. Seeing the girl, Jack wanted to go comfort her, but in his current form, comforting anyone was impossible. Even attempting a friendly smile terrified the girl even more. Luckily, Ichikawa arrived at the scene then. It was only then that Jack learned the girl's mother was still trapped. After easily moving the cabinet aside, fortunately, the mother was only unconscious and not seriously injured. But just as everything seemed resolved, the monster from earlier suddenly returned. Even after taking